Hello YouTube, me too back with a package and pickups video at the beginning of a week. How crazy, that's just so wrong. But that's just the way things fell. Anyway, only one package this week and it was from a Sega 8-bit forum member who is selling off his collection. Sad to see. But nevertheless, good for the vultures to kind of swoop in and pick it up. So he posted up probably his rarest item, definitely his rarest item. I think it was the Donald Duck Lucky Dime Caper set. Now I didn't pick up that. You had to be pretty damn fast to get there. He posted it on the forum and it was like gone type of thing. Private Joker, was fastest on the refresh button there. But when he kind of mentioned in the thread that he was selling stuff, I decided, okay, I'll send him a PM and say, hey, look, have you got any of some of these titles and I'm looking for. Now his name is actually Troll on the forums, which kind of make you think, hey, internet troll. But he was a nice guy, chatting to him a bit in the messages, and he sent on pictures. He ended up having, I think it's 7 games, or there were 7 games. Whether or not I've actually got seven games set aside to show is another matter. And a few of them were uncommon to rare, depending on how you want to rate them. So I decided, okay, he knows the value. I'm not going to monkey around too much with them. So I put in, I said, how about 70 for the set of 7? And he agreed, and we sorted stuff out and got it sent off, and he sent nicely packaged and nicely recorded delivery, I think, as well, or signed delivery. I don't know. It was from was it from the Netherlands? It was not from the UK. I thought it was actually from the UK, but it wasn't. So there you go. But anyway, enough rambling about the kind of backstory. On to the goodies. So let me see. First up is kind of a follow-on to one of my last pickups in a way, and it is Bomberade. No Wee Willy Winky. Poor title got chopped. But this is a title that in America got released in a black box. It's one of the 4 Activision games, and its completion side, it's in pretty good condition. I'll clean the box a bit, but it also comes with this Master Club little leaflet. Now it's all in Dutch, I'm gonna say. It's certainly double Dutch to me because I can't read it, and it seems to be some sort of advertisement for Thunderblade or Super Thunderblade or whatever it is. You gotta look at, when you look at that kind of arcade cabinet, it just kind of says to you, yeah, Sega made bloody awesome stuff in the 80s. So that's the Master Club. I actually think Private Joker might have mentioned something about that before. I think they had like a newsletter type thing, or you could sign up, kind of like the Legoland Club that they used to have. But anyway, there's the tin manual. Another one of these catalogs. I love me some catalogs, and not the Argos catalog. Although I guess a few of those old ones you could look back at the game section. This is not the most common one. I think I might have shown this one before. It's got the handheld controller in the back. As I said, I love looking through them. Although one thing when I was reading it before this video, I did think it was a bit odd. In the adventure role playing section, they have, well, they try and fit out, so that's fair enough. They have Alex Kidd High Tech World. Yeah, I can sort of see that because there's adventure elements. But then they have Alex Kidd The Lost Stars. Out of all of the Alex Kidd games, that is the most straightforward platforming game of the lot. Even Miracle World has more RPG or adventuring elements, and it's classed as an action game. So, I don't know. I'd love to know how Sega come up with their classifications. And there's also what I'm guessing is a Dutch kind of like printout manual. Sega did this in some of the countries. I think you can get Swedish things and Portuguese extra manuals and whatnot. So there we go. I take it this one definitely wasn't from the UK then. get all this. No, not when people say complete, that was really complete. So, I definitely want to get the American version because of the black box, but it's very nice to have the European version, so it's not UK. For whatever reason, resellers on eBay recently seem to be looking for an absolute fortune for this title, and it's not rated that rarely or that highly in most valuations at all. So I don't know where this sudden surge in price has been coming out. I mean, I've seen bin men list this for, I think one person tried to list a copy of Bomberade for £40 sterling. I obviously didn't sell, but I have no idea why they thought. Presumably they looked and said, "Oh, there's no other copies on eBay. There must be worth 40 quid." But and when you read the back, it is who has max 6 speed, hella bad weapons, and a love for wasting dweebs in tanks. Who does? You do. Me? Yes, me, because I have twice the mega power. Anyway, on to the next game. And this was one of the kind of rare-ish titles. I'm not too sure if it really is rare or if it's highly uncommon, whatever. It kind of can fetch a bit, I suppose. And it is the Addams Family. Da-da-da-dum. Boom. So, yep. There we go. It's one of the kind of odd Master System games that don't come with the grid. I'm sure some people are going to go, that doesn't look right at all. But I don't know, I think, yeah, it looks, that's what the Addams Family. I actually like the full cover artwork. And Flying Edge did do different covers at times, so again, complete in good condition. This time it's got its hang tab in place. Little collapsing in the box, but no big deal. Boxes are always replaceable, so yeah. Screenshots, generally Sega got better at making them look less like they just took a shot at the telly, but these ones definitely have more of that vibe. Ninja Bearhook has done a playthrough of this game pre-SMS Quest, so I'm guessing he's going to revisit it in his Quest format. It looks pretty decent. Every day, pretty much, if this was to go up on eBay, 25 quid it seems at the moment. So it had kind of been one of my slightly more expensive titles left on the list, and to get it in a bundle of 7 games is, I didn't think at this stage in the collection that I'd actually be able to get a bundle of that size of all games that I needed for the set, and to get a couple of trickier titles, superb. And as I said, that one did look interesting, so I want to give it a shot. Next up then we have Opa Opa's return in Fantasy Zone 2. This completes the Fantasy Zone set for me, although the cover's a bit dirty, but that's just the plastic again, and things chop, but as I said, boxes can be cleaned and replaced, because what matters is to insert the cart in the thing, and the cart is pretty much spotless, and the manual's perfect too, so yep. And again, Troll had sent on pictures, so I was, there was no, as he described it, no surprises. Because I said to him, you just send me on some pictures, and there was one or two, I can't remember which one it was kind of hard to see in the shot, in the picture, and he said, so I said, is there any kind of water stain or tearing or anything like that, and he said, no, there's, they're all in good condition and there's no water stain. He said, there's no surprises, I'd tell you if there was anything. Very much true to his word. So yeah, now I really liked the first Fantasy Zone game. Oh my god, I can't speak today, but Fantasy Zone game. Although mine actually, the first one does have water staining on it. Maybe that's why I asked. I didn't get it from him, maybe it was just in another lot. So yeah, I'm looking forward to giving this one a shot too. Good game, and again, one that tends to pick up hold its value in auctions. Not anything like Addams Family, but you'd be looking at a few bob on that. Probably the most common game then, but it's another one I needed for the set, and that's Aerial Assault. So it looks like a shooter. I've seen it many times. I've seen that top screenshot in catalogs, but I've never played the game, not even through emulation. So it'll be interesting to check it out. Box could do with having the kind of fraying stuff pulled off, but other than that, it's fine. And again, no surprises. Good condition. So yeah, this is one a good example. As you get down, sometimes there can be just somewhat more common games left on your list that you just never got around to getting or never cropped up in a bundle. And well, I kind of actually didn't think Aerial Assault was that common. I thought it was kind of middle of the road, but yeah, some people have said in an unrelated manner that it was kind of easy enough. So maybe, I don't know. But anyway, good to pick it up because nice to get it as a set. So then we have a Sega card game, and it is Bank Panic. And this was one that I've had trouble getting in good condition in any form. I have the normal cart release of this, and it's kind of rough condition. And I had 3 copies. Only one of them came in a manual, and 2 of the inserts were rough. One of them was very rough. In fact, the seller screwed me on that one, and they never responded. It was not an eBay thing, so. So ironically, a lot of people complain about eBay transactions and whatnot. Well, I actually had a more negative transaction probably through forum transactions than eBay in some ways. But anyway, there we have it. This time it actually does have a good manual. Yay! They exist. Good Bank Panic manuals. So it's just missing the little plasticky sheet thing, but Jesus, so many of these are. I think I still only have about 2 of them. So yeah, I always thought this was a light gun game, but no, it doesn't seem to be. It looks, if you look at the back screenshots, it looks like it should be a light gun game. And it's got a guy with a gun, and you shoot guys that kind of open up doors. It screams, I'm a light gun game. Oh, or not. So yeah. It's always nice to pick up the Sega card games. I quite like them. Obviously this box needs a clean up, but sorry, just seeing something caught my eye. Yeah, obviously it's not out. People could say, well, they're only a variant because you can get the cartridge release, and they tend to be a lot easier to pick up. I can understand it, but there's kind of something I was at, and I definitely included them in my list of games to get for the set, because they're different physical format. So getting near to the end, and we have East Book 1 and 2. I think this is some sort of combination of, or East, the Vanished Omens. Sega's attempt to bring an RPG, over to Western audiences, and of course it's by Falcom. I think their logo somewhere down there. Yep, it is. Which was also technically a third-party game. I'm guessing. Oh, sorry, reprogrammed by Sega. Yep, usual trick. They licensed it off to Sega so that they could get around the Nintendo licensing rules. This, I can't tell if this is I think this is actually the European version. I was going to say, I can't tell if it's got the full English back, but RPGs do, generally. And it's in spotless condition. Like, this is actually possibly the best condition inside. Like, generally, you get a little tearing on those vertical manuals, I find. But yeah, it's got another one of the catalogs too hidden underneath it, which I won't take out this time. But RPGs always hold their value. It's pretty much, I suppose they just didn't sell as well back in the day, and they've kind of become more popular, in retrospective. So you usually have to pay about a tenner for this game. And of course, yeah, you might have to wait a little while. Prices have been trying to push up on this one as well. It's not that uncommon really, but it's an RPG. It's got the East name, so people looking for Falcom stuff or the East stuff will be looking for it too. So yeah, you might have to be patient, and it probably costs about a tenner as well anyway. I know Night Arthur, I think, was looking for a copy, and he was basically asking, coincidentally, how much is it worth? So, you know, I think 3 or 4 people chimed in saying around a tenner, so I'm guessing that's around a tenner. So, final game then, and probably the rarest. In fact, definitely. Addams Family, you know, is kind of rare enough. Does fetch a few pounds, but this is definitely the rarest, and it is Assault City. And I picked this up recently, but it wasn't the same version because this is the light visit version. Probably a month back, maybe a bit more, I got the ordinary pad version of 2CK. And look, this version's sealed and everything. Off to eBay I go. I'm going to make a mint. Or rather, this is how it came. So I mean, it's not sealed. These Sega stickers, you can just kind of, if you're careful, pop them open and just push them back down. So if I could list that in an auction, and as a lot of unscrupulous sellers do, as sealed. Do not believe the bloody hype. You've no more way of proving that was sealed than Aventon. Because see, I've popped it open and I could easily close it back up, as I will do. But yeah, oh, and look, the insides are, well, actually, you know, that cartridge barely does look like it was inserted, so maybe it was new. You've seen it here first, opened on camera. Yeah, well, actually, no, it couldn't be because I've seen the insides in a picture. But the cleanest of them all, I don't even think the box needs a clean, it's superb condition. And this is definitely one of the rare titles left on my list, it was. Seal it up again. So yeah, I was super pleased to get this one along with the Addams Family. And the other stuff were a good bunch anyway, but those two titles really were kind of pricey titles sitting there on the list. I was like, it'd be nice to kind of not have to kind of pump out individually for them and to be able to get them, you know, with a bunch of other games. I think that was, yeah, definitely a bargain. Fair bit, you know, for Master System games, but with the way things are going, you know, those 2 games in particular, I'm glad to get them out of the way because, yeah, prices are going crazy. I've seen Assault City go for well more than 25. I think I've seen it go for nearly 35 plus recently, so super happy to get that out of the way. And just like the price that he did for the Lucky Dime Caper, you know, Troll was not looking to kind of scalp people or anything. He was giving good prices, so get in there while you can. You can still swoop like a vulture. He's selling Japanese stuff as well now and loads of other bits and bobs, so yeah, check him out, highly recommended. So that bundle, late in the day, a bundle, brings me down to I think 30 games to go, maybe 31, but it's around the 30-31 mark, so really starting to get low now. Pretty shortly I'd say I'll be getting to 90% complete collection, which would be a nice little milestone as well. Something around 2, maybe 3 more games. So yeah, enough rambling. Thanks for watching, as always, and I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, I'll probably never have a Master System haul that large again at this stage, so maybe this is my final big Master System haul. I'll see you again soon.